Canada just deported some Nigerians, and not just Nigerians alone. There were citizens of other countries that were recently deported, and there are still so many who are awaiting deportation. Now, this is more for those in Canada, but those outside Canada too can actually benefit a lot from this video. I realize that a lot of us have misconception about asylum in Canada. Not only in Canada, maybe generally, but I'm going to talk using Canada as an example. A lot of people have a serious misconception about what it entails. So I've seen a lot of people chat me up or call me and tell me, oh, I'm in Nigeria, I'm in Ghana, I want you to help me process asylum visa. And I told them there's nothing like asylum visa. If you want to claim asylum, there are rules and regulations that guide it. It's not automatic, but one of the first things you need to do for the general category that I'm talking about, you need to be in Canada to claim asylum. There are other special programs for some people who are outside their country of residence, who are also not in Canada. That special program, people can sponsor them and bring them in. Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those coming to Canada to claim asylum. So the first thing you need to do if you want to claim asylum is you need to get a visa that will allow you to come into Canada. The easiest category of visa that people use to come in is a visitor visa. And you can also use a study visa to come in, and you can decide to claim asylum at the point of entry as soon as you land in Canada. You can come into Canada, and after some days, weeks, or months, you can claim asylum depending on so many circumstances. Now, there's this misconception that once you claim asylum and you start the process, you are doing fine already, and people believe that, oh, you already have a work permit, you are working in Canada. If you don't have accommodation, government will give you a house, they might give you some money to take care of yourself, and some people believe that, oh, they are made, their claim has been successful, or they believe that everything is fine. No. So when you come in and claim asylum, you are making a claim. Government will still investigate. They will investigate your claim to confirm if your claim is genuine or not. If it's genuine, your asylum claim will be successful, and you can now be granted permanent residence over time. If it's not genuine, it will be refused, and you'll be ordered to leave Canada immediately. Now, the fact that when you come in, government can give you some funds to settle down, provide you accommodation if you don't have, and if you don't have a job and all of that, that does not mean you are doing fine or things are settled, you are enjoying yourself in Canada. No, it doesn't mean, yeah, it's a temporary measure that government is doing to help you settle down on all of that because of the fear that you said you have as regards your country of origin and the reason why you are trying to claim asylum. Then once they give you a work permit, government expects that you should go and look for work and use your hands to work, get accommodation for yourself and, make a living while your application is being processed. So the fact that you have a work permit does not mean your asylum claim will be successful. We've had asylum claim that takes 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years. Some even take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years. But at the end of the day, if your claim is found to be deceptive, if your claim is found not to be genuine, no matter how many years you have stayed in Canada, you will be asked to leave. Remember that when you are making claim for asylum, they are collecting your passports, and there's a deportation order or removal order that was signed at that point. So once your asylum claim is refused, that removal order kicks in immediately, and you'll be told to leave. If you don't leave, you would be deported, and you would not be able to come back to Canada for a very long time. I can assure you that, unless a lot of things change over time. So the fact that you have been given a work permit, or you have been in Canada for 3, 4, 5 years, because your asylum claim is still ongoing, government is still doing investigation and all of that, does not mean that once you come in and claim asylum, it's automatic your asylum claim will be approved. So for those that are planning to come over to Canada to claim asylum, you need to understand this, that I tell people it's a 50-50 chance. 50% chance that your claim can be approved, 50% chance that your asylum claim can be refused. If it's approved, fine, good for you. You can remain in Canada, continue to work, and live your life here. But think about it. If it's refused, what will happen to you? You'll be told to leave Canada, and your failure to leave Canada would activate a deportation order, removal order. You'll be removed forcefully out of Canada, and that would dent your image with any embassy anywhere in the world. It will be difficult for you to claim asylum anywhere in the world, and everybody, most of the major countries, US, Canada, UK, Australia, New Zealand, they will see that you made a claim in Canada, and even if you are trying to apply to them, it can have a negative effect on your future applications to those other countries. So if you are coming here on asylum, you want to sell all your things and all of that, think about it. What if your asylum claim is not successful? What happens to you? If you are deported back to your country of origin, what happens to you? Are you going to start again? Will you have been able to save some money while you're working here? Especially considering how things are in Canada, where you're paying rent, your bills takes a large chunk of your income. So think about it. So the misconception I want to correct here is the fact that you have claimed asylum does not automatically mean that your asylum claim is successful. It's a process that can take 6 months to 6, 7, 8, 9. It can even take up to 10 years. It depends. Because there are so many people claiming asylum, and they have a lot of backlogs that they are processing that has made the process to be very slow and all of that. So it may be years before you finally get an approval or a refusal, whichever one you get. And be careful, because many of you don't seem to know that if you're not careful during that period, you would not be able to, if you did not come in your family at that time when you are claiming asylum, if any of your family member is outside Canada at that time, you might not be able to see that person until after your claim has been finalized. And if care is not taken, that person too might not be able to get a visa to visit you until that claim is finalized. It's possible to get a visa, but you have a lot of work to do to convince the visa officer that, oh, this person is really coming to visit you, and the person will not claim asylum. So there's a lot of work to be done on that to get that visa approved. So if you are coming here alone without your family members, be sure that for the period where you are processing it, if you're not careful, you will likely be separated from your family members for that length of time. And that can cause a lot of issues within your family. It can. So just get this right, that the fact that you are claiming asylum does not mean that your asylum claim is going to be approved. It can be approved and it can be refused. So think about this before you take that step, so you are sure that you are taking the right decision that would affect your life right now and even in the future. Thank you.